I think from the Global South's perspective, who has been a long-term partner of China, they're watching and they're saying, well, you are our most important partner in terms of trade and infrastructure and connectivity, and this war with Iran. You could do more. You could come and stabilize the straits and ensure that energy resources are getting through the Hormuz Strait. You could use your diplomatic relations with Iran, that you've had strong relations for 30 or 40 years, to stabilize energy prices. And I think from some global South countries' points of view, that China is not not in their corner, not helping resolve this issue, that they're on the side and focusing on their own interests, rather than the interests of global South countries that really depend on cheap energy, cheap food security, and when energy prices go up 20 and 30%, it really negatively impacts not only their economy but their health and their development. And again, they're looking for their long-term partner to come and play a role in pursuing peace, stabilizing the straits, and ensuring that energy prices remain low and accessible for global South countries.
Stephen, what can we take away from Sanae Takaichi and Donald Trump's meeting, which did go ahead, unlike a meeting with China's Xi Jinping, which the US has delayed?
Well, I think the initial readouts is that there was a bon ami, right? President Trump welcomed Prime Minister Takaichi. They kept to the talking points within the White House. The Japanese avoided a Zelensky meeting where he was ridiculed in public. And President Trump, I think, made an interesting comment about distinguishing Japan's commitment and contributions to peace and security versus NATO and NATO members not being willing to participate in stabilizing the Hormuz Straits. So I think that this is a positive indication that the Trump administration is very favorably inclined towards Japan and the Takaichi government. Second, I think importantly, they're going to talk about trade, they're going to talk about security, they're going to talk about energy security, and lastly, rare earths. This is mutually beneficial. It's going to help the Japanese economy, it's going to help the US economy, and I think over the long term, they're converging national interests and concerns about China's efforts to be the regional dominant power, we say the hegemon. They seem to be very aligned, and I think this is a positive assessment of Prime Minister Takaichi's visit to the White House. And we're going to have to look for what concrete initiatives are going to come out of this meeting, and that will come through an announcement. But it's more than just the talk. They have to walk the talk, and that will be unfold over the months ahead.
And where the conflict in the Middle East is concerned, Washington is reportedly moving some military assets out of countries such as Japan and South Korea to aid the US and Israel's war in the region. How concerned should countries in the Asia-Pacific be about this?
So as we think about what kind of assets are being transferred, they're mostly anti-ballistic missile systems like Patriot systems and some other anti-ballistic missile systems to try and take down the drones that are being deployed by Iranian proxies in retaliation to Israel and the United States attacks on Iran. So I think from Japan's point of view, they're worried about how this could embolden North Korea in terms of testing its missile systems, which usually fly over Japan or fly into Japanese waters. The South Koreans as well are looking to how these assets will be deployed and if it's a permanent deployment of assets. Both countries, again, have concerns about North Korea, but there are all the other security challenges in the region that I think that they also are concerned about. Both China and North Korea are developing weapons of mass destruction and have pledged to increase the number of nuclear weapons to 3,500 in China and about 750 in North Korea. We have gray zone and hybrid tactics by China in and around the Senkaku Islands, more assertive behavior across the Taiwan Straits, and we shouldn't forget in the South China Sea, putting pressure on the Filipinos and in some cases the Vietnamese. So they're concerned about how all of this will be affected if the United States transfers more and more resources to the Middle East.
Stephen Nagy, really good to get your thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you so much.